Today is July 16th, 2026, and this is our news brief on tech and business. TSMC adds 100 billion to its US AI chip build-out. So TSMC is preparing another 100 billion US investment after a second quarter profit beat forecast, according to Reuters. The timing links investor demand for AI chips with national efforts to localize semiconductor capacity closer to major cloud and enterprise buyers. TSMC was already expected to ride the AI boom to a fifth straight quarter of record profit, according to a July 14th Reuters report. So a bit more context, AI adoption is no longer a software story. Model training, inference, and enterprise AI services demand on chip supply, packaging capacity, and power availability. The US fab expansion also reflects a broader resilience push, where governments and buyers want less exposure to concentrated chip manufacturing So a bit of implications. Founders and tech buyers should expect AI roadmaps to be shaped by hardware availability, not just model releases or software subscriptions. Operators planning AI-heavy products should watch cloud pricing, reserve capacity, and vendor commitments because infrastructure costs can move faster than app budgets. The White House is launching an AI cybersecurity coordination group. So the White House is putting model risk and network defense into the same federal workflow. The move puts AI policy and cyber operations in the same workflow instead of treating model risk and network defense as separate issues. The announcement arrived during a week when security outlets were tracked active exploitation claims around enterprise software and edge device vulnerabilities. So a bit more context, AI tools are entering software development, customer support, finance, security operations, which expands both productivity aside and attack surface. So coordination matters because AI systems introduce new risks around data leakage, prompt manipulation, automated decisioning, and faster annotation. So here's a bit of implications for small businesses. Using AI tools should review access controls, logs, and vendor security terms before connecting models to sensitive internal systems. Security leaders can use the policy signal to justify practical AI governance, approve tools, data handling rules, incident playbooks, and employee training. Thinking Machines releases its first open-weight AI model, with TechCrunch identifying it as Inkling and Reuters framing the move as a new AI market signal. TechCrunch framed the release as a bet against one-size-fits-all AI, signaling demand for models that teams can adapt to narrower workflows. The launch gives enterprise buyers another reason to compare proprietary API with models that offer more portability, inspection, and deployment control. Open-weight releases have become a strategic response to closed model lock-in, especially for companies worried about cost, privacy, latency, or customization. The competitive field now includes startups, hyperscalers, and research-led labs trying to turn model access into developer adoption and enterprise services. So the implication to this, operators should evaluate model choice by workflow fit, security posture, hosting costs, and switching risk instead of defaulting to the most visible AI brand. Product teams can use open rate options for control pilots with data sensitivity, custom tuning, or offline deployment matters more than headline benchmarks. Australia pairs a government AI office with data center water limits, turning AI growth into an infrastructure policy issue. The policy links AI governance with infrastructure impact, making compute growth a public resource issue as well as a technology strategy. New York Times item on July 16th described Australia as putting environmental brakes on AI data centers, reinforcing the same policy direction. AI facilities compete for electricity, land, cooling, and water, so local approvals are increasingly tied to environmental and community constraints. Governments are trying to encourage AI investment while answering public concerns about resource use, reliability, and who benefits from the infrastructure subsidies. And so the implication here is cloud customers should expect more regional variation in data center availability, sustainability claims, and pricing as regulators scrutinize AI infrastructure. Companies selling AI tools may need clearer answers on where workloads run, what resources they consume, and how vendors manage compliance obligations. So overall, I think this is a very good thing. And even though this is in Australia, I hope this starts to be more standardized across the world. And they're showing a blueprint for this now. So if you want clear, practical updates on tech and business shifts that actually affect operators, founders, and small teams, subscribe and follow along on the Dave Techlee YouTube channel. If you want these updates straight to your email, subscribe to the Dave Techlee newsletter down below.